Alright guys, here we go. As always, don't forget to like the video and then subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. We are on the way to 1,850 subscribers.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense takes the field to start this game off. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason.
So hopefully we can start this off right.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game.
We knew it was a run whenever they started motion.
Controlling what I can control.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Still running at the 40. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground.
Come on.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. The Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. The give from the gun.
I dove.
Run there. He has enough for the first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? He'll pull it on the read. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like the rivalry.
Can we get a stop, please?
All throughout the year, all the fans talking about this game in particular. That's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
On third down, going up top. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Burns. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. They are in attack mode already in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Makes the grab on the left.
Come on, we're there. We had plenty of guys there. Why aren't we getting to that ball soon?
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
We can't stop this run at all.
Game moves the chains as they get the first down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal.
Somebody. He bounced off 2 guys.
Tough running gets it down to the 4.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not
It's a good run. We had the blitz come on the inside.
Touchdown, Minnesota!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5.
It's a good return.
Just enough space across the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Penn State's offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Escapes trouble. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes his connection.
That was dangerous. That was a very dangerous pass.
The Dynasty Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. They get to him as he throws. Oh, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down.
Take that, Cochran. Come on.
Paying off the tip, really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. It's on target and complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Golden Gophers are on the move. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Able to get one down to the 15. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got it on the move. That completion gets them inside the 10. And
Gotta get a stop.
Running out of room to defend. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Makes the grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. Up and over, Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up.
Got hit through the pick earlier.
Get that touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Dynasty Lions going back to work on offense now. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's
The D-line's just eating us.
So it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first.
Really in the best of mood to even be playing this right now. Gotta get it done.
They'll mark it at the 32. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Using his feet to buy time. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. A third down try for the offense. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And
Thank you.
The incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The lead's not insurmountable, just down 14-0. But, David, you don't score here, and it could get a little tricky fast.
If you don't score here, if you don't possess the football and put something together to give your defense a little bit of a blow, it's not the idea.
Gotta come out of here. Gotta get a score.
Late in the football game, create some momentum here in the second quarter.
Yeah, momentum's a real thing in college football. This team needs the juju to get going. That first quarter is one they'd love to forget. So find your best playmakers now. Get them isolated. Get them the football and let them go to work.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Getting some heat. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. From the gun. He makes the connection. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. Coming after him. It's complete to the right. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
And this
Oh shit, it's 3rd and goal now.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State. Lining up to add another.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah,
Go way to find that 5-2.
Momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He'll try to do it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides. And the Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Oh, the ball.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Finds his man down the middle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Looking to buy time. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. He wants to throw.
Oh, we were there too. I ran into my own dude.
Had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. He'll off one deep down the left side. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Minnesota! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense
That's
is
tough.
so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner will be dragged down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The offense lining up for a first down play. He's going up top. Snags it at the 30 and still running. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! What a catch and run for 6. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2
do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Fires to the big fella. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Finds a soft spot.
Shook me out of my shoes.
They make the stop, but
Wasn't ready for that.
catches plenty to give them a first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Golden Gophers will line it up on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. It's caught. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Throws toward the end zone.
Huh.
And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
This defense doesn't even have a chance to blink after just giving up an explosive play. You get lined up, and all of a sudden they're throwing it over your head again into the end zone. They better get ready, lined up. I'd expect another shot coming up.
Makes the catch, and he's brought down. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead's extended a little further. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He's got it down the left.
Why'd you get caught?
Get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half.
And the Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Going up top on 1st down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And he intercepts it. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the...
That's stupid on my part. I couldn't even see him. I knew he was pressed. I saw the safety come down.
Came out aggressively here in the second half, but they can't put the drive together and spin it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense has a lot of athletes, and they've got a lot of guys with ball skills. If you put the football anywhere around them in their vicinity and their ability to catch the football, they'll come down with it. This quarterback has got to be way more careful here in the second half.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Unloads to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Burns. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play.
I'm stuck.
It's a draw. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Out of the gun to give to the back. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down and run. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. One drive has already ended with a field goal. They'll try to do it again. This time a rather long one from 46 yards out. Just drives in between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
Block 7-6.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
The short hands, it's Gore. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Penn State! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. TCU packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Horned Frogs Nation with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead, it felt like a walk through the park in Fort Worth. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Trying to pound it on first down, now back to the line. On second down, looking to throw. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Knocked down for the tackle.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play.
I'm screwed.
A big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now.
Thank you.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. That they did their part, score, your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Running back goes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's inside the 15. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. He's got him in the flat. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking.
That's just stupidity.
Downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll throw it on 1st down. The quick out. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Estes. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Zings it complete to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. Looking to throw it again.
Why are you getting toasted like that, dude?
And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. From the gun, running back on the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field, too.
Oh, you got me.
But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. They'll try to get it in with the run. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the
Down
offense,
10.
too. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fair catch called for and made. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit. Just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Yeah, I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell it extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Throwing right. Holds it in. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. Slams it ahead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to...
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And here they come, almost all the way back. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
To the ground with the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Snap it to the back.
Ah, son of a...
Smashes through. And runs through it.
Go Birds.
That'll be enough for the first.
I looked over to see what was said, and I wasn't paying it. I wasn't ready for that.
Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. This is why the passion of college
Oh, tough loss.
runs so deep. The rivalries, and when you lose, man, does it stick with you.
No doubt about it, Reese. This was a game circled for a very, very long time. They knew how important this one was. But, David, you can't let games like this...
Definitely a
beat
tough
you
loss.
twice, because this losing team now has to find a way to rebound and go out and play again.
No doubt, got to rebound, but this one stings. This is the one that you have circled for a reason. It's a rival, it's bragging rights, but you're right. Let's get back to practice this next week. Let's start focusing. This one's over, but I'm gonna get you next year.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another...
I don't have any franchises with the Eagles right now. I don't even have Madden on the PlayStation. But I should get on. Let me switch over here. Switch over here to the Xbox, see what's going on. This one's in free. I've missed all free agency pretty much. Duvernay's there. He had a nice little bit of speed. I like Burks too. Someone's really gonna let Cam just sit there? Yeah, Murray's always solid. I like having him in these leagues. Which one do you think is pretty massive? Don't even say it. Definitely was not what I was expecting. I haven't even looked to see like if we had any dev ups. Yep. I already knew about that. Kenny Moore went up. Right? I'm pretty sure. DB of the year. Oh shit, there was another one. Wait a minute, where's Watts? So Watts is still there. Good. Are they the Steelers gonna go ahead and get Rodgers? What's your thoughts on that? I personally, I wish they would have kept Fields. Oh, shit, I don't even know the routes. Out the one. Come on. I think. Oh, absolutely. Niners are done. But I think if Pittsburgh would have kept Fields and he would have kept going like he was beginning of the year before they decided, oh, well, Russ is back. Let's go with him. Uh, I think he would have done great. Still in this? Yeah, it's definitely tough. I mean, I liked Fields. It was sad to see once he wasn't starting anymore. They literally just went and anytime he came in, he was running the ball. That's again. All right, I'm not gonna do this. I gotta get going. I gotta go pick up my kids. I'll be back on at some point tonight. But either way, guys, thanks for coming out. Hope you guys have